Assalamu alaikum, my children, and welcome to your maths class. I hope you all are fine at your places. In the last lecture, we have started our second chapter, and we have done with the first topic that was rules of divisibility. You learned the rules of divisibility for 2, 3, 5, and 10. Today, we have a new topic from the same chapter, and that is multiples and factors. What you are going to learn in this session? Over here, you are going to learn the meaning of multiples, that what basically multiples are, and then you have to list the first 10, 5, or 6 multiples of a given number. It can be any. Either they can ask you to write down 3 multiples of the given number, 4, 5, 6, but you should know the meaning of the multiples. Then you have to identify and list all the factors of a given number. First, we will understand that what factors are, and then we will learn how to list the factors of a given number. So let's start our session. Over here, consider any of the table. I have taken 2 times table over here. You know it very well that what's the basic function of multiplication. Multiplication is a shortcut to addition. For example, as you are moving further, you can notice that you are moving from smaller to bigger numbers. That's what multiplication do. It can make your number bigger as you are moving further. Here you can see that as you are moving further, the products are getting bigger because we are multiplying the two numbers. These are called multiples. Multiples basically are the products where you are going to multiply the multiplier and the multiplicand. For example, let's take one more example over here. I ask you, tell me first 3 multiples of 3. So what will be those 3 multiples? First one is 3, then 6, and then the third will be 9. In the same way, there are some facts about the multiples which I have written over here. Multiples of a number are unlimited. As the numbers are unlimited, in the same way, multiples are also unlimited. You can read the table. It's your own choice from till where you have to read that number. Then every number is a multiple of 1, because in one table every number can easily come, and you can divide it also. A whole number is always a multiple of itself. For example, 3 is a multiple of 3. How? 3 ones are 3. That means every whole number is a multiple of itself, and 5 ones are 5. Next one is, you can see I have written an example over here where you have to share the first 10 multiples of 3. So I have written all the first 10 multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. Then you have to list all the first 10 multiples of 6. I have written all the table of 6 till 10. You can notice some of the numbers are present in both of these lists. And what are those? 6 is present in both of them. 12, 18, 24, and 30. These 5 products, these 5 multiples are present in both of the list. So they also have a name. These are called common multiples. Why we are saying them common multiples? Because these 5 numbers are present in both of the list. That's why they are known as common multiples. In the my children, in the paper there is a question where you have to list the multiples of the given number, and then you have to find out the common multiples in that. That's why it will be very helpful for you. Let's take one more example. You have to list first 6 multiples of 21, and then first 6 multiples of 14. I have done the same, and now you have to find out the common multiples in these two. 42 is the only number which is present in both of the lists. So this is your common multiple. Okay, children, you just now understood what is multiple. That means when we are going to multiply 2 numbers together, the product is your multiple. But with the multiple, we have one more thing over here that we call factors. Now, what are factors? For example, over here you can see in this picture, I have made these arrows to understand what are factors and multiples. When I multiply 5 with 4, I got a number 20, and that is your multiple of 5 and multiple of 4 also, because 20 comes in the table of 4 and in table of 5 also. But these are the factors of 20. 5 is a factor of 20 and 4 is a factor of 20 because 20 comes in both of these tables. Now understand with the help of these signs. In factor, basically, we are using the division sign. How? When 20 is going to divide with 4, we get 5. And when 20 is divided with 5, we will get 4. That means 20 is the factor of 4 also and 5 also. Or you can say whenever we are going to multiply two, whenever we are going to divide two numbers in such a way that there will be no remainder, that will be the factors of that particular number. For example, when I divide 20 with 4, it is completely divisible and no remainder was there. That means yes, 4 is a factor of 20. And when I divided 20 with 5, again it was completely divisible and no remainder was there. That means 4 is a factor of 20. Make sure that in factors we have to divide and there should be no remainder. Then only those numbers will be the factor of that number. And in multiply we have to do the multiplication. Or you can say multiples are the product of the number. Now listen very carefully. Numbers which can divide a given number leaving no remainder are called factors of the given number. This is the most easiest definition of a factor. For example, if I ask you what are the factors of 12, or you can say what are those tables in which 12 comes. So number one, we have the table of 1, because in the table of 1, all the digits can easily come. Then we have 2, 6 is 12. That means yes, 2 is a factor of 12. In the table of 3 also, 4, 6 and itself 12. Here you have to remember some points. Factor of a numbers are limited. Yes, factors are always limited. They are not like multiples. If you remember, I told you multiples are unlimited, but factors are limited. Every number is a factor of itself. As you can see it over here, 12 itself is a factor of 12. And 1 is a factor of every number. Because from in one's table, every number can easily come. Now one more example is present on your screen. The question is find all the possible factors of 15. That means you have to tell me those tables in which 15 comes. I have started division with the table of 1. I know in the table of 1, 15 comes with 15. That means 15 was a 15. So first factor I got it over here. Then 15 doesn't come in the table of 2, so I skip the 2 and comes on the table of 3. 15 divided by 3, I got the answer 5. Then 15 divided by 5, 3. And 15 divided by 15, I got the 1. So the factors of 15 are, these are the factors of 15. Arrange it in an ascending order, 1, 3, 5, and 15. Okay, sum up your lesson. What we have done today, it's a review time, factors, and then multiples. Before sharing the definition again, I hope you all have seen or you all have observed the Fruit Ninja, or if you have played that game, you have noticed one thing in that game. The Fruit Ninja always have a sword in his hand, and what basically he do with that sword, he chop the fruits with that. In the same way, in factors we are dividing, and divide is the sign which breaks the number into pieces. So you can remember the factors with the example of that Fruit Ninja, but the condition is that whatever number you are choosing for division, there should be no remainder. Factors are always limited, because if I ask you what are the factors of 6, there are limited tables in which 6 comes. 1, 6, 2, and 3. That's all. Only 4 tables are there in which 6 comes. 1 is a factor of every number, because with 1 you can divide every number, and every number is a factor of itself. Then on the other hand, we have the multiples. One more example I have to explain more easily what are multiples. Have you ever observed a monster? In most of the cartoon, there is a character which we call monster. And what does he do? Basically, he wants to eat more and more. And as he eats more and more, it gets bigger. In the same way, multiples are the monsters basically. As you will keep on multiplying, your answer will keep on getting bigger. So multiples, whenever you hear the word multiple, you should know that you have to multiply. Multiples are unlimited, and that's why multiples are unlimited. Every number is a multiple of 1. A whole number is always a multiple of itself. Over here you can see, if I multiply 3 with 1s, I always get the whole number again. I got the 3 again over here. In your countdown, you have to go through the pages. For factor, you have to go through the pages number 28 and 29. On that page, the examples and definitions are also present. And for the multiples, you have to look at the page number 39 and 40. Kindly go through those definitions and solve the given examples. That's all for today.